3 people warned me not to eat this. One laughed. One refused to explain why. And the third simply looked at the plate and said, "Good luck." At that moment, I thought they were joking. 30 minutes later, standing in the middle of a crowded Malaysian night market surrounded by smoke, shouting vendors, and the smell of sizzling spices, I wasn't so sure anymore. Because sitting in front of me was a dish that had earned a reputation unlike anything else in the country. Some travelers avoid it. Some locals love it. And some people take one bite and immediately regret it. The strange part? This wasn't even the food I came here to try. And that would become a problem. Because tonight wasn't just about finding dangerous food. It was about discovering why some of Malaysia's most feared street dishes continue attracting people from all over the world. And the deeper I went into that world, the stranger things became. The sun was already disappearing behind the skyline when I arrived. The city looked futuristic. Glass towers reflected the last orange light of the day. At first glance, nothing about this place felt dangerous. Traffic flowed beneath giant digital billboards. Then the markets opened. Within minutes, the atmosphere transformed. Smoke rolled through narrow walkways. Metal pans exploded with fire. Thousands of people moved through the maze searching for food. Spicy noodles, grilled meat. Fresh food vendors shouted over each other. Seafood. Every direction offered something different. Desserts. The choices seemed endless. Trains moved silently above crowded streets. And there was only one way to find out. The first clue appeared almost immediately. A crowd. Not around a celebrity, not around a performance. Around a fruit. A fruit so controversial that hotels ban it. Airlines restrict it. And entire buildings refuse to let it inside. Yet people were lining up to buy it. The infamous durian. From a distance, it looked harmless. Large. Spiky. Almost alien. Up close, it felt different. The smell arrived before I reached the stall. Powerful. Overwhelming. Impossible to ignore. Some people describe it as sweet. Others compare it to onions. One traveler once called it a biological experiment, or gasoline, or old cheese. Standing there, I understood why opinions were so divided. The vendor split one open. Steam-like aroma rushed into the air. People nearby smiled. Others walked away. There seemed to be no middle ground. Either you loved it, or you absolutely didn't. I took a bite. The texture wasn't what I expected. Soft, creamy, rich. The flavor changed every second. Sweet, savory, strange, unexpected. And then something surprising happened. It wasn't bad. Not at all. In fact, it was fascinating. But if this was the food everyone warned me about, why wasn't it living up to its terrifying reputation? That question led me deeper into the market, and towards something far more extreme. The further I walked, the hotter the air became. Massive flames shot from woks. Oil crackled. Cooks moved with astonishing speed. Then I saw it. A small stall attracting an unusual number of customers. People weren't ordering carefully. They were challenging each other, laughing, recording videos, preparing themselves. That was never a good sign. The dish being served looked innocent enough. Just noodles. Nothing unusual. Until the cook added the sauce. Bright red. Dangerously red. The kind of red that immediately raises questions. Questions like, how spicy is that? And more importantly, why is everyone filming themselves eating it? I ordered a plate. Within seconds, the first bite delivered the answer. Fire. Not flavor first. Fire. The heat arrived instantly, then intensified again. My eyes watered. The vendor laughed. Nearby customers laughed. Apparently, this reaction was normal. But something interesting happened. Underneath the heat was incredible flavor. Layers of spice, garlic, smoke, sweetness, complexity. This wasn't spicy food designed to punish people. It was spicy food designed to test them. And that distinction mattered, because I was beginning to realize something. Most people think dangerous street food means risky ingredients, risky preparation, risky consequences. But in Malaysia, danger often means something different. It means intensity. Intensity of flavor. Intensity of experience. Intensity of culture. And that realization unlocked a much bigger story. If you're the kind of person who loves discovering places through food, you're already seeing why millions of travelers cross continents searching for experiences like this. The real adventure isn't checking landmarks off a list. It's understanding a place through the things people gather around every day. And that's exactly what this journey was becoming. But the most surprising discovery was still waiting. Hours later, I found myself in another part of the city. Smaller streets, fewer tourists, more locals. The atmosphere felt different, calmer, more authentic and hidden. There was a food stall that almost nobody seemed to notice. No giant signs, no dramatic crowds, just a line of locals patiently waiting. Whenever locals wait patiently for food, I pay attention, because they know something visitors usually don't. I joined the line, and what happened next completely changed my understanding of Malaysian street food. The dish itself wasn't extreme. It wasn't famous for its smell. It wasn't famous for its heat. It wasn't dangerous in any obvious way. Yet this was the food people returned for again and again. Families, workers, students, elderly couples, everyone. Watching them, a different question emerged. What if the real story wasn't about dangerous food at all? What if the real story was about why people become emotionally attached to food in the first place? The answer was unfolding right in front of me. Meals weren't simply meals. They were memories, community, identity, history. The recipes being cooked tonight weren't invented yesterday. Some had traveled across generations, across cultures, across entire regions. And every plate carried a story far older than the people eating it. That was reveal number one. This wasn't just a food adventure, it was a story about culture. But the deeper I looked, the bigger the story became. Because Malaysia's street food isn't the product of one tradition. It's the meeting point of many. Different communities, different histories, different influences, all contributing something unique. The result is one of the most diverse food cultures anywhere on Earth. Suddenly, what looked like a collection of food stalls became something much larger. A living archive, an edible map of history. And that led to reveal number two. This wasn't just affecting tourists. It was shaping everyday life for millions of people. Every morning, every afternoon, every night. Street food wasn't a side attraction. It was part of the country's rhythm, its identity, its heartbeat. And once I understood that, everything looked different. The markets, the vendors, the customers, even the dishes themselves. But there was still one final question. Why does this matter beyond food? The smoke slowly disappeared into the night. The answer appeared long after midnight. The crowds had started thinning. Vendors cleaned their stalls. For the first time all evening, things became quiet. And in that quiet moment, the biggest reveal arrived. Most people think food is about eating. But food is really about connection. Connection to places. Connection to people. Connection to stories. The dishes that survive generation after generation aren't always the safest, or the cheapest, or even the most delicious. They survive because they mean something. And that might be the real secret behind Malaysia's most dangerous street foods. People don't seek them out because they're dangerous. They seek them out because they're memorable, because they challenge expectations, because they create stories worth telling. The danger isn't always in the food. Sometimes the danger is that one experience changes how you see an entire country. When I arrived, I was searching for the most dangerous dish in Malaysia. What I found instead was something far more interesting. A culture willing to celebrate bold flavors, a community built around shared experiences, and a reminder that the most unforgettable journeys rarely begin with famous landmarks. Sometimes they begin with a single bite, a bite that makes you hesitate, a bite that makes you curious, a bite that leaves you wondering what happens next. And maybe that's why these markets remain so unforgettable. Not because they're dangerous, but because they make you feel something, long after the food is gone, long after the crowds disappear, long after the night ends. And in a world where so many experiences are forgotten almost instantly, that might be the most powerful ingredient of all. But here's the question. If a single night market could completely change the way I see an entire country, what happens when you explore the place most travelers never reach? Because Malaysia still has hidden islands, forgotten villages, jungle adventures, and unbelievable foods that almost nobody outside the country knows about. And in the next journey, I'm going somewhere even more surprising. Trust me, if you thought tonight was unbelievable, what comes next is on another level. Click the next video and let's find out together.